Sustainable Textiles, Julie Hooker. I love to repurpose and reuse old fabrics and materials to make new art pieces. Reducing the amount of new materials that I use not only helps the environment, but also allows me to preserve memories and create a sense of time and place in my work. This experimental sample was made after a visit to a local steam fairground museum from discarded fairground rope safety netting, old rags and a Hessian sack that had once been used to store tools. Its industrial worn appearance conveys the hard work and often tough conditions experienced by the fairground workers and their families behind the bright lights and fun of the old steam fairs. Combining found natural materials with recycled materials allows me to experiment with colour and texture, which isn't always available with natural found materials alone. This piece, made from recycled sari yarn, sticks and wire, has the feel of tangled threads caught and woven together over time. Based on the God's eyes that I used to make with my mother as a child using lolly sticks and wool, the sample here is made of a black grass that I grow in my garden. I use the pattern on the reverse of the leaf to add detail. This use of traditional wrapping and weaving techniques with plant matter like bark and leaves encourages experimentation and enables me to create unique plant-based art pieces, exploring a truly sustainable material source that I'm able to produce or forage for myself. The hand-woven baskets made from hand-twisted plant-based cordage and naturally dyed string were originally inspired by two local artists, garden designer and artist Gertrude Jekyll and artist and potter Mary Seton Watts. Using completely natural materials, they tell the story of their friendship, their work in the local area, even their prominence in the local suffragist movement through colour and form. The baskets are designed to be truly sustainable with an eye on cyclability, both in their construction and the ability for them to be composted at the end of their useful life. The ability to make use of the whole plant encouraged me to investigate natural dyeing for the first time. I've enjoyed it so much I've started my own dye garden to produce my own dyes, as well as being able to use the plants for eco-printing and in some cases cordage and fibre as well. This is a long-term and ongoing initiative and it will develop over time. Combining natural materials with recycled fabrics again produces far more interesting results for me than using new materials. They have their own character, history and stories to tell. The samples shown here use recycled fabrics, but this time they are coloured using various eco-print techniques, creating many different effects using only a very small amount of equipment and materials. This creates some fascinating outcomes that I hope to continue investigating into the future.